Hi, I'm Joshua Kim, and this is a testimony of my mission experience. During training, I frankly did not want to go to the mission at the beginning. Training seemed difficult and very time-consuming. I found that I had a music competition the day the mission ended, which means that I would have to compete without a whole week of practice. However, I remember that God had called me into this mission and I would not regret obeying Him. Looking back, I felt that the week was a true blessing in my life. Before I went on mission, I was struggling with worry and a lack of self-confidence. I was going farther and farther away from God, and I didn't know any other way I could come back to Him. On Sundays, I would feel God was trying to get to me, but sin overcame me the next day. Deeper and deeper down I went. I thought there was no way to go but downwards in the dark pit of evil. I desperately needed some change in God's love in my life. And when I prayed to God, He answered with a simple statement: go to mission and discover what I have for you. When the team arrived at the Oasis on Monday noon, we were very relaxed and ready for a long and busy week. We started VBS preparation for our church near Glendale and came back for dinners and free time. We had a lecture from one of the Oasis founders who taught us about the basis of evangelism. Later that night, we went on a prayer tour of Los Angeles and Hollywood, and I learned about many historic buildings and locations in LA that I never knew existed. Monday was a warm-up day. I prayed that night: Lord, thank you for bringing me to such a wonderful place where I can learn more about you. The next day, God taught me a painful but powerful lesson. I woke up the next day tired and sickly. I had a very bad fever and cold, and later a very powerful and dizzying headache. Our team prayed for me over and over again, but the disease did not calm down. I took some medicine, but that only refreshed me for about 5 minutes and the pain came back. Therefore, I could not join the team on the afternoon activity the first day of VBS. I had the chance to rest, but I could not sleep for more than 2 hours straight, which was not enough to heal my body. I felt very greatly defeated and weak, and began to doubt God and His power. Pastor Eunice talked to me and said, instead of the problem being a disease, it could possibly be a weakness inside me. With the support of my team, I found a lack of self-confidence and a patience inside of me and got rid of it by trusting in God that He would do what it takes me to get me into loving Him back. By the time of our nighttime activity, the street evangelism on Hollywood Boulevard, I was mostly cured of my cold and headache. As we closed the night by singing Our God is an Awesome God all together, I remembered that God is truly the powerful, wise, and merciful God that lives in our lives today. My cold disappeared the next morning and the headache gone the day after. My lesson was learned. The mission gave me a chance not to just learn about evangelism and reaching out to people in our communities, but for us to really go out and share to the people in our city. For the other two teams that came to the Oasis with us for the week, it was easy for them to share the gospel to random strangers in a completely new city called Los Angeles. For us, we were sharing to people in the city that we have lived in for many, many years. For them, it might be training. For us, it was our reality, our lives. For the mission, I actually had to take a stand and work on my courage to talk to one of the people. It was very difficult for me in the beginning, but I managed to talk to a man named Richard during our visit to Skid Row. He hinted that he had some sort of family problems, but he did not want me to pray for him. However, I still pray today that he will meet a Savior one day. The mission was a big impact on my life. I got to see the limits of my weak faith before the mission, and I realized that not taking the initiative could be an act of pride. I got to talk to all kinds of different people, pray for them, reach out to them. The Oasis was able to visit Angelo's Temple near downtown and attend a service, which I believe was heartwarming and very applicable to our mission. I knew I would enter that pool of evil once again, but this time I knew I saw a shiny door with a way out. I did not receive an award in my music competition after all, but I knew that Jesus Christ was right next to me, listening to every single note I have completely dedicated to Him.